bounds.
What is going on, everybody? My name is Zeno, and today I'm bringing you guys the very first This versus That episode on my new channel, This versus That. And today we'll be doing the Elder Scrolls franchise versus the Fallout franchise. So once again, this is my very first video, getting straight into this brand new channel. And before I get into the video, I just want to make sure you guys comment below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet done so, because I'll be doing a crap ton of comparisons between games, technology, pretty much anything you guys want. I'll be doing comparisons of them. So leave in the comments below what comparison you want, and let's get straight into this video. We're going to be starting with the Elder Scrolls series. I'll give you guys some details, what games have been in the franchise, what kind of games they are, all that kind of stuff. So the Elder Scrolls is a series of action role-playing open-world fantasy video games primarily developed by Bethesda Game Studios and published by Bethesda, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, Softworks. The series is known for their elaborate and richly detailed open world, and it focuses on free roam gameplay. So there's been 5 games in the series. Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim have all won Game of the Year awards from multiple websites, multiple outlets, and the series has sold more than 30 million copies worldwide, which is insane. That's so many. So I'll go through what the games are. I'll go through probably a little bit more details on the newer games, because what people like remember and stuff. So the first ever one was called the Elder Scrolls Arena, which released back in 1994, so a very long time ago. 2 decades ago, the first game in the series released. That's huge. The second game was called the Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall. So it was the second one, came out in 1996, only 2 years later, and it released with some other mini little games, and they weren't like super big. It was an Elder Scrolls Legend Battlespire and the Elder Scrolls Adventures Redguard. So not really part of the whole series, the Elder Scrolls series, but they're little things I decided to include into this video. Next, for the third game, which won the first Game of the Year award of the whole franchise, was the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. So the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind is the third title in the Elder Scrolls series, which first conceived during the development of Daggerfall. Initially designed to encompass the whole province of Morrowind and allow the player to join all 5 Dummer Great Houses, it was decided that the scope of the game was too much for the technology available at the time. At publication, it covered just the I can't pronounce these words, Vanderfell, and allowed the player to only join 3 of the Great Houses. The X engine was scraped and replaced by Numerical Design Limited, and all these other engines that just weren't as good. But it's crazy, because they had so much technology, they had so much they wanted to do with the game, they just couldn't with the capabilities of the time. They didn't fully know the PS3 and the Xbox 360 and the PCs well enough to make that amazing game that they should have made. The project took close to 100 man-years to create, is what they said in quotes. So the fourth game we have is Oblivion, the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. So the work on the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion began in 2002, immediately after Morrowind's publication. Oblivion was developed by Bethesda, and it was initially for the Xbox 360 and personal computer (PC). Releases was co-published by Bethesda and Take-Two Interactive's subsidiary 2K Games. Oblivion was released in March 21st, 2006. Developers working on Oblivion focused on providing a tighter storyline and more developed characters, and to make more information in the game world more accessible to players. Oblivion features improved AI, improved physics, and improved graphics. Bethesda developed and implemented procedural content creation tools in the creation of Oblivion's terrain, leading to landscapes that are more complex and realistic than those in the past titles that have less of a drain on the staff. Now the fifth one, which is the most recent one, is the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, which in my opinion, is the biggest one of the series. It was huge, a lot of people were talking about it. So in August 2010, Todd Howard revealed that Bethesda was currently working on a game that had been in development since the release of Oblivion, and that progress was very far along. While the game was conceptualized after Oblivion's release, main development was restricted until after Fallout 3 was released. In November, a journalist from Eurogamer Denmark reported overhearing a developer on a plane talking about a project, a new Elder Scrolls game, although Bethesda did not comment on the report. At the Spike Video Game Awards in December of 2010, I think, Todd Howard appeared on stage to unveil a teaser trailer and announce the title of the game. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim was released on November 11th, 2011, which is 11/11/11. I personally would never forget that date. And then lastly, we have the Elder Scrolls Online, which was released for the Windows and OS X on April 4th, 2014, which is also coming to Xbox One and PS4 in 2014. So, going over my personal opinion of what the Elder Scrolls is, it's extremely good. I'm going to go through some gameplay right now. You guys are just watching gameplay right now, but the Elder Scrolls games can be safely categorized as role-playing games, RPGs, although they do include elements taken from action and adventures games. Sorry, my voice went out there for a second. In Arena, as in many RPGs, players advance by killing monsters, and thereby gaining experience points, until a present value is met, whereupon they level up. However, in Daggerfall, Morrowind, and Oblivion, the series took a skill-based approach to character advancement. Players develop their character skills by applying them, and only level up with a certain amount of skills have been developed. Skyrim took a new approach, where the more a skill is leveled, the more it helps to level the character. This shifted the focus away from the character creation and more onto character development. The flexibility of the game's engine had facilitated the release of game extensions or mods through the Elder Scrolls construction set, which is actually really, really cool. So the Elder Scrolls is set in this humongous world, there's so many continents, so many games that cover each and every continent, and I think that's extremely well. So a lot of people are saying the things about the Elder Scrolls 6 coming out, and where it's going to take place, and what's the story going to be, what kind of story, who you're going to play at, and stuff like that. So a lot of people have been saying whether Fallout 4 will be coming out, or the Elder Scrolls 6 will be coming out. My personal opinion, I am more of an Elder Scrolls fan than a Fallout fan. I really love Skyrim. In my opinion, Skyrim had so many things to do. It lasted me hundreds and hundreds of hours. I've heard stories of people playing this game for more than 1,000 hours easily. Starting over, doing a different character. There's so much you can do in the Elder Scrolls series, especially with Skyrim, which is my favorite Elder Scrolls game. And I'm just in love with this series. I'm hoping for Elder Scrolls 6, and I'm super, super excited for this. So if you are more of an Elder Scrolls fan, leave in the comments below, explain why you're more of an Elder Scrolls fan. And we're going to move straight on to the Fallout series, so stay tuned for that. And here we go. Okay, so now we're going to go straight into the Fallout franchise. Now, the Fallout franchise is a pretty interesting franchise, or a pretty interesting history. So, Fallout is a series of post-apocalyptic role-playing video games created by Interplay Entertainment. Although the series is set during the 22nd and 23rd centuries, its retro-futuristic setting and artwork are influenced by post-war culture of 1950s America, and its combination of hope for the promises of technology and lurking fear of nuclear annihilation. A forerunner for Fallout is Wasteland, a 1988 video game of which the Fallout series is regarded to be a spiritual successor. Although the game worlds are different, the background story, inhabitants, locations, and characters draw many parallels. The first two titles in the series, Fallout and Fallout 2, were developed by Black Isle Studios. Micro Forte and 14 Degrees East 2001 Fallout Tactics Brotherhood of Steel is a tactical role-playing game. In 2004, Interplay closed Black Isle Studios and continued to produce an action game with RPG elements for the PlayStation 2 and Xbox. Fallout Brotherhood of Steel was without Black Isle Studios. A third entry into the main series, Fallout 3, was released in 2008 by Bethesda Softworks, the latest role-playing installment of the series. Fallout New Vegas came out in 2010 and was developed by Obsidian Entertainment. Bethesda Softworks now owns the rights to produce all Fallout games. Soon after acquiring the rights to the IP, Bethesda licensed the rights to make a massively multiplayer online role-playing game version of Fallout to Interplay. This led to a lengthy legal dispute between Bethesda Softworks and Interplay, with Bethesda claiming Interplay has not met the terms and conditions of the licensing contract. The case was decided in favor of Bethesda. The MMORPG only ever got to the beta stage under Interplay, and is currently not known whether or not Bethesda plans to develop a Fallout MMO. So it's a history. It started off as one developer, and then moved forward, and now it's just ended up with Bethesda, and they completely own it. They will make all the future games, and it's their series now. So like I said, it has Fallout, which was released in 1987. So back to I think it was 1994 for the first first Elder Scrolls. and 1997 for the first Fallout. So very, very early, many, many years ago were the first ones. Then there was Fallout 2 in 1998, Fallout Tactics Brotherhood of Steel in 2001, and then Fallout Brotherhood of Steel in 2004, Fallout 3 in 2008, and Fallout New Vegas in 2010. So, Fallout 4 has been rumored. There's been so much about this game. Pete Hines of Bethesda Softworks said the whole reason we went out and acquired the license and that we now own Fallout is that we clearly intended to make more than one. That is not simply something we're going to do once and then go away and never do it again. So it looks like they're definitely making another one. On January 8th, 2013, Fallout 3 voice actor Eric Delums hinted via Twitter that his character, Three Dog, would be returning. In his follow-up tweet, he stated, I was given permission to release that tease. This was widely interpreted by the gaming media as a sign that Fallout 4 announcement is imminent. However, in July of the same year, Delums tweeted that the game he is working on is not being produced by Bethesda Softworks. Therefore, it was not anticipated, and it was not the anticipated new Fallout title. So, no one knows whether they're making a new Elder Scrolls game, because there's been a lot of leaks between Elder Scrolls 6. It was supposed to be announced at the PlayStation Experience, which happened in like December 5th or something like that. It was supposed to be released, or announced, but it wasn't. So I'm expecting one of these two games to be announced at the latest at E3 2015. If they are not announced there, then I don't know what's going on. Like, they need to be announced there. One of those two. If both of them get announced, awesome. That'd be great. So I'm pretty excited about it. I've played a Fallout game before. It's a lot of fun. I personally am still more of a Elder Scrolls fan. I like that medieval kind of feel to it, and especially the dragons in the Skyrim. Skyrim was really, really good. So, but I want to know what you guys think. So leave in the comments below which series looks better to you guys. Which one have you played? What have you played both of them? Which one's better? Or if you've only played one, just tell me in the comments below which one. What's the better franchise from Bethesda Softworks, Bethesda GameWorks Studio, whatever you want to call it. What franchise is the best? The Elder Scrolls franchise or the Fallout franchise? Leave in the comments below. Leave a humongous thumbs up for this video, show tons of love, and subscribe to my channel for more verses. If I get enough comments on this video, I will be doing a results video probably like Thursday or Friday, and then the next video will be on Monday. So leave in the comments below what comparison you want next between video games or technology or pretty much anything really. And I will see you guys in my next video, whenever that may be. The latest could be as Monday, but yeah, you know. So my name is Zeno, signing off. Peace.